Hey guys, good morning everyone. Time to start the live stream. I hope that everything is working. I hope that you see me. I hope that you hear my voice. And I hope that we don't have the lags, because this morning when I was setting up the streaming software, everything was lagging. Everything was blurring. So I hope that now it works. Say hello in the live chat if you are here. Say hello in the live chat if you are watching the live session, and show me your presence. If you are here the first time, my name is Vasily. I am a trading coach. I'm a full-time trader, and what we do on these live sessions, we analyze a lot of different shorts. I show how I analyze different markets, I show how my trading strategy works, and I show how to apply technical analysis and multiple time frame analysis. And the trading strategy that I apply is called the top-down trading strategy. That strategy is based on the analysis of multiple time frames. It is based on the search of confirmations. And during today's live session, I will show you a lot of examples how I apply that trading strategy. Also, I'm a price action trader, so we will talk a lot about price action. I will show you a lot of examples how the price action trading works. So I hope that you will enjoy the live session. Hello, Asha Fool. Hello, Matt. Hello, Shika. Hello, Adamu. Hello, Babu. Hello, Connor. Hello, T. Hello, Jonas. Hello, Paul. Thanks for joining, traders. And as always, remember that during these live sessions, we have a live chat. And in a live chat, we can have a dialogue, right? In a live chat, you can ask me questions. In a live chat, you can ask me to analyze any instrument you want. And in the live chat, you can ask me anything. Yes, and I always say that during the live sessions, it is your time. So ask if something is not clear. Ask if you want to learn something new, and don't be shy. Don't be shy. And Babu, first time here. I hope that you will enjoy, man. And nice to see Raj Kumar here, Harsha here, Joseph here. Thank you for joining. So I wanted to start today's live stream with the quite risky but still nice trading setup on your account. I wanted to show you the trade on your account. I wanted to show you what is the reasoning behind the trade that I took this morning on your account. So let's start with that trading setup first, and then let's see where we're gonna go. So when you trade multiple time frame analysis, it is very important for you to always remember that you always should start with the higher time frame. Yes, your task is to start your analysis with the higher time frame, preferably with the daily. Analyze the market trend, analyze the key levels, and then as you analyze the higher time frame, you start analyzing the lower time frames. So analyzing your account on a daily time frame, the first thing that you should note is that the pair is not trading in a bullish or in a bearish trend. You can see that for more than half a year, we are ranging. The pair is squealing and we are kind of consolidating within a wide trading range. Then if we zoom in the chart and analyze the recent price action, we can spot that so far, we are perfectly respecting that horizontal support. You can see that here we have a very significant structure, and that structure the price respected many times in the recent past. We saw very strong bullish reactions to that structure, and you can see that at the moment we are testing that support one more time. You can see that yesterday we tested that support, we reached that support, we closed around that support, and in the morning we are coiling around that support. So that is the first step of your analysis. You identify that the price is trading on a strong support, and then after that you can look for a confirmation. After that you should analyze the reaction of the price to that structure. You should start analyzing the lower time frames, and you should look for a bullish confirmation. So if we open a 4-hour time frame and analyze what is happening on the 4-hour time frame, we can spot some important clues. The first clue to note is that here we can see the first test of that support. And you can see that after the test of that support, we form here quite a strong bullish candle. And here it is a perfect example of a bullish engulfing candle. That bullish candle engulfed the range of that bearish candle. And why that candle is so important? That candle signifies the strength of the buyers. That candle signifies the willingness of the buyers to buy from that support. And that bullish candle is the confirmation of the willingness of the buyers to buy. Then we got the second test of that structure. And again, you can see that we formed a very strong bearish candle. We formed a high momentum bearish candle. So sellers were pushing heavily. But once our support was reached, we stopped falling and we started to consolidate. But even though we fully analyzed the 4-hour time frame, we didn't really spot any bullish pattern here. Yes, for now we don't see any bullish pattern right here. If you don't spot any pattern, then check even lower time frame. Check the hourly and investigate the situation on an hourly. On an hourly time frame, the situation is a little bit different. On an hourly time frame, after the test of that support, I see two very important bullish confirmations. Our first bullish confirmation is over here. Take a look, traders. So we dropped, we reached that support, and then we started to coil, and you can see that here we have formed a double bottom formation. This pattern right here looks quite ugly, but from the price action perspective, it is valid. You can see that we set two equal lows here, and you can see that then we have violated the neckline of the pattern and we closed above that on an hourly time frame. It is a very important bullish confirmation right here. And if we analyze the price action, if we analyze the recent highs and lows, we can spot here one more. You can see that here we also have this falling trend line. And here we have one more. So that we can spot that the price was steadily falling within a falling parallel channel. You can see that here we have a very perfect falling parallel channel. And you can see that this morning, the price successfully violated the resistance of the channel. You can see that the resistance of the channel was broken. And that is one more very important sign of strength of the buyers. So with that in mind, traders, we have two bullish signals right here. We have a bullish breakout of a neckline of a double bottom formation, and after that we have a confirmed violation of the resistance of the channel. These two confirmations were enough for me to make a decision to buy the pair, to open a long position on Euro pound. So what I did in the morning, I decided to buy the pair on a retest of a broken trend line, on a retest of a broken resistance of the channel. So here was my entry. Here was the point from where I bought the market. I set my stop loss below the lows. You can see that here is our exact support, and I simply set the stop loss below that horizontal support. And the initial target for the trade is the closest strong resistance. And from a current perspective, we can spot that our strong resistance is somewhere right here. Yes, we have a very strong structure right here. Yes, and that will be a very strong support for us to consider. And yeah, so stop loss is lying below that support, and the target is right here. Here is the trade that I suggest for your account. Here is the buying opportunity that I see at the moment, and hopefully the pair will start growing now. One more important thing to note is that we don't have any important news today. If we check the economic calendar is empty for today. We have some minor news, but the news are not that important. So I do believe that technicals should dominate today, and the absence of the news increase the probabilities that the pair will go higher. So let me know, traders, if everything is clear. Let me know if you agree with me, if you agree with my logic, and let me know if you have any questions concerning this trading setup. I see a question from Daily Gaming. Why candles in trading view not exact the same as MetaTrader 5 on 1 minute time frame? It really depends, traders, on the quote providers that you see. So most likely on TradingView and on your MT5, you have different quote providers. You can see that here, for example, for European pair, there are a lot of different quote providers. And if we change the quote provider, occasionally the candles can be different as well. Let's even open two charts and let me show you how it look like. So European, let's open hourly time frame here as well. So and let's check. So for example, take a look. We have two quote providers here. On the left we have the FXCM, and on the right we have OANDA. And on an hourly time frame, this doji candle here is bearish. It is the red one. Yes, take a look. It is this one. While on OANDA, you can see that here we have a green doji candle. Yes, so you can see that occasionally depending on the quotes that you use, the candlesticks can be different, right? So that is why it is so important for you to pick one single quote provider that you rely on and strictly trade with that quote provider. Yes, so be very careful, because I know that some newbie traders consistently jump from one quote provider to another, and then they are wondering what the hell is going on. Please trade with one. Yes, for example, again, you can see that this time we have European hourly time frame Capital.com, and here we even have a gap. Yes, while on FXCM we don't have any gap. So that is how different it can be. Yes, so let's return to our Wanda European chart. Yes. Then Balagon says, how do you know it's not going to break the zone and keep selling? As I can see, you have set a buy order. Of course it can happen. Of course we can be easily stopped out right here. Yes, it is the game of probabilities, and this time the probability is just slightly higher that the market will go up. However, the market easily can go lower. Yes, it is possible. Everything is possible in the financial markets. So please, when you open a trading position, remember that there's always a chance that you can be wrong, and the market can always go against you. Yes, that is the rule. So So be prepared for this one. Then Faisal says, do you wait for a price to break the high of previous candle before going long? So it always depends. And for example, with that trade, my bullish confirmation, my first bullish signal was a new local higher high right here, the violation of that neckline, and then the breakout of that trend line. That was a strong vertical resistance. So it always depends on a trading setup. Yes, so that is why it is very important to pay close attention to details and carefully analyze the price action. Yes, so be very careful. So when I was preparing for today's live stream, I also have some trading setup to discuss on WTI crude oil. Let me know if you want me to check this one. I have some swing trading setup for dollar CAD, so we can also discuss that. I have some thoughts about Bitcoin US30. So let me know what instrument do you want me to analyze next. Probably we should briefly cover Bitcoin, because I know that many of you are holding Bitcoin. I know that many of you are trading Bitcoin. So let's briefly check that, because it is very important. As you know, earlier Bitcoin reached a very important resistance. Yes, you can see that here we have a very important weekly structure that the price reached. And you can see that even though we got the breakout attempt of that structure, we didn't manage to violate that, and we got here a very strong rejection. Then if we check what was happening with the price after the test of that resistance, you can see that we started to respect that support. Yes, you can see that we started to coil around that support, and we saw multiple bullish reactions from that support. And you can see, traders, that yesterday we violated that support. You can see that we formed quite a strong bearish candle right here, and we closed below that support. Moreover, if we analyze the trend lines, we can also spot right here a confirmed violation of that rising trend line. Yes, we have a very strong support right here. The vertical support that was broken, that was violated. So we have two breakouts right here. Yes, the trend line breakout and the horizontal support breakout. So I do believe that the market may keep falling. We may see the continuation of a correctional movement right here. And so far, our next support will be that structure. Yes, so be prepared for a bearish continuation on Bitcoin. Now, Corner says, would this trade you have detailed be a swing trade? Or so on European trade, the trading setup that we discussed on European, it is the day trade. Yes, it is the day trade, and with that trade, we are expecting the movement within the current trading day. However, it is still possible that the target will be reached tomorrow. But remember that from my rules perspective, swing trades are the trades that are taken at least on a 4-hour time frame, and where the holding period is at least a couple of days. And here I don't really believe that we will keep holding this trade for a couple of days. I think that here the market quite quickly will decide where it will go. So it is a day trade, I would say. Traders, let me know, what do you want me to analyze for you? I see a question from Jonas about pound Swiss. Let's check it. I guess you saw, traders, that on the pound Swiss we see a very exceptional correctional movement. So let's check it and let's discuss the current situation on pound Swiss. We can see that pound Swiss is trading in a bearish trend. Yes, and you can see that since November of 2022, the price keeps hitting lower highs, the price keeps hitting lower lows, and we are very bearish. Once we set a new lower low, lower close right here in December, the pair started to recover, and you can see that for many days we are growing and growing and growing and growing. And so far, the closest structure from where I would consider shorting the market will be that area right here, that supply area. You can see that in the recent past, 3 times in a row, we see bearish reactions, bearish movements from that resistance. It is a very strong resistance that is nicely respected by the market participants. So that would be the closest structure from where I would look for shorting. And moreover, because this bullish movement here is so strong, we can easily violate that and go even higher. So if so, the next structure and focus will be that resistance. So these 2 resistances will be the structures from where I would look for trend following trades. If we briefly check a 4-hour time frame, on a 4-hour time frame, we can spot that the pair started to slow down. And you can see that we got here a very sharp growth. However, now the angle of the movement changed, and you can see that here we have a slowing bullish momentum. So I would recommend you watching the price within that rising channel, and I would suggest letting the price keep growing within the channel till it reaches that resistance. Then your bearish confirmation, your signal to short pound Swiss will be a bearish breakout of the support of the channel. That will be your signal to short the market. So watch carefully, let the price reach that resistance, and then short after the breakout of the support of the channel. Yes, that will be the bearish confirmation. How you differentiate between minor news and major news, says Mono. So we have the economic calendar. Yes, we have the economic calendar on TradingView. We have economic calendar on different websites. And here on TradingView, for example, we have this button, only high importance. Yes, and if we click this, it will show only the most important news. While if we remove that, we will see more news, but with the limited impact. So to me, the major news are the news that that TradingView defines as the high importance news. Yes, that is the rule, and you can see that here we have the impact bar, and it has 3 bars, signifying that it is very important. Now, Uzair, hello, thank you for joining the live session. What steps you take to start streaming on YouTube? You know, man, the best motivations to start streaming and record videos on YouTube was COVID, when the lockdown started and when there was nothing to do. So at that time, that was my best motivation to start streaming and to start video recording. And yeah. But if now, I think if there were no COVID, probably I would never start the this streaming. So yeah. You definitely should be very motivated to start doing that, because it is quite complicated, I would say. Then let's check silver. I see a question about silver, so let's check it together and let's discuss it. For some reason, silver is not working. Why? Yeah, man, yesterday it was the same thing with TradingView. Yesterday when I was analyzing the charts in the morning, yeah, the charts were not loading. Yes, and you can see that now silver doesn't you know, I cannot even load any chart. Yeah, I guess we should reload the page probably and open it again. Yeah, occasionally there are some problems with TradingView. By the way, about the high impact news, there's also this investing.com website, and you have the economic calendar right here. So the 3-star news in the economic calendar on investing.com website will be the major, the high impact news. Yes, so that is quite easy to identify them. So silver. If we open daily time frame on silver again, why it is not loading? Let's again reload the page. Man, let's try to reload it and open daily time frame on silver. Yeah, finally. So that is why streaming is hard, you know. you need to comment everything even when everything is not working. That is, I guess, the the hardest thing about streaming. Anyway, what we see on silver, we see that since the beginning of December, silver is trading in a bearish trend. Why? Because we got a strong bearish impulse. We retraced, we set a lower high, and then we dropped lower and we set a new lower low. So from the price action perspective, we can see that we are bearish and we are trading in a bearish trend here. Then what we also should note is that just recently silver violated a very important horizontal support. You can see that here we have a very strong structure that was violated. We closed below that, and now the price is retesting the broken structure. Yes, and you can see that here we have a strong resistance that the price is approaching at the moment. What we also can spot is that here on silver we have this support, right? Very strong support. So I do believe that silver has a nice potential to drop lower. And I do believe that from that broken structure, we may see a bearish movement lower to that support. And my best recommendation for you here is not to sell the market blindly. My recommendation to you is to monitor the reaction of the price to that broken structure. My recommendation to you is to watch carefully how the price reacts to that resistance. And my recommendation to you is to look for the signal on lower time frames, like on a 4-hour or on an hourly time frame. So currently on an hourly time frame, we don't have any signal. Yes, we just see how the price reacts to that resistance, and your bearish signal can be the formation of some bearish pattern here. For example, you can look for a formation of a double top pattern. Yes, bearish breakout of its neckline will be your very strong very strong signal. Luca, what do you mean by bliat? That's funny, man. That's funny. So gold traders, if you're here, give me yes and I will check gold for you. Let's do it as always. Give me yes in a live chat and I will check it for you. Let's let's check EURUSD briefly. Yes, I'm only asked to analyze EURUSD. Let's check it briefly. And it is very, it looks like pound Swiss, man. Yes, it looks very similar to pound Swiss. We are trading in a strong bearish trend here. We recently set a very important low right here. Yes, we violated that low. Yes, and set a new one. And then we started to recover. And of course, because the trend is very bearish, our task is to look for the trend following trading setup here. And your task will be just to look for the safe point to sell the market from. The closest resistance that I would consider is right here. Yes, that is the closest structure that I see, so pay close attention to that resistance. We also have a very important resistance here, and we also have a very important resistance here. So these are three very important resistances, and from one of those, the next trend following movement may start. So my advice to you is to let the price keep recovering, let the price keep growing, and let the price reach one of the structures. And only after the test of one of these structures, look for a signal to short, right? That would be the best strategy to follow right here, because so far, man, you can see that we have violated that resistance without any hesitation. We violated that resistance without any hesitation. We violated that resistance without any hesitation. For now, bulls are very strong here. Yes, and even though the global trend is bearish, it doesn't mean that it is safe to short the pair now. Yes, let the price reach some safe point, some strong resistance, and only then wait for a signal to sell. Now let's check gold. Let's analyze gold and gold traders. Thank you for your yes. So I think you notice, traders, that gold is very strange this year. And if we analyze the price action on a daily, we already got a very false signal on gold earlier this year. So as you remember, we were monitoring that support. Yes, we were monitoring that flag formation. Yes, we spotted the test of that support. We spotted the rejection from that support. We spotted a bullish breakout of the resistance of the flag. And man, even though the trend is so bullish, even though we are trading in a so strong bullish trend, it turned out that this bullish violation right here was false. Yes, it was the manipulation. And with this manipulation, we got a very false signal. And after the violation of the resistance of the flag, the market dropped. And moreover, what happened here on gold, man, the price also violated that horizontal support. You can see that here we got a very strong structure support that was broken. Yes, it was violated and we closed below that support on a daily. That is a very bearish signal. But you can see that it feels like, from a current perspective, the violation of that support was also a false signal, because after the breakout, the price bounced and we are trading above that broken structure again. So we got false bullish signal first, and then we got a false bearish signal. Yes, that is very strange. But one thing still makes me bearish on the market. What I also spotted earlier was the confirmed violation of that trend line. You can see that here we got a solid rising trend line, and that trend line was broken. And the thing is that after the violation of that trend line, we retested that, and you can see that that trend line still holds. You can see that that trend line is still important for the market participants, and so far the price keeps trading around that trend line. That is very peculiar, I think. One more thing to note right here, if we analyze the price action, is that we also have a minor bearish trend here. You can see that we have a strong bearish movement here, retracement, we set a lower high, and then we got a break of structure and the price set a new lower low. So that is already a minor bearish trend right here. Minor bearish trend, and the violation of that rising trend line increases the probabilities that this minor bearish trend will continue and that we will keep falling. Traders, let me also know if you want me to check lower time frames here in gold. Give me yes if you want me to check the 4-hour and 1-hour time frames. One more very important bearish signal here is the formation of a very classic bearish pattern. Here on a daily time frame, we can spot that the price bounced. We set a higher high, we retraced and we set a higher low. Then we bounced and we set a new higher high. This price action looks like a perfect example of the head and shoulders pattern. Yes, you can see that here we have a very perfect example of a head and shoulders pattern. And the violation of the neckline of the pattern is a very strong bearish signal. The violation of the neckline of the pattern indicates a highly probable bearish continuation. So I think, traders, that it is clear now that from the price action perspective, gold is very bearish. Yes, that we are very bearish, and chances will be very high that the fall will continue. Now, thank you for your yes. Let's check the intraday time frames now. And here, let's take away the trend lines. Again, quotes play a very important role because these are the Oanda quotes. And here is how the price chart looks on a 4-hour. And you can see that it is just the complete mess. Yes, it looks weird and we have a lot of weird candles right here. But if we open the same gold chart, but change the quote provider, yes, let's open, for example, the FOREX.com and open the 4-hour time frame. Here, traders, we can even spot a very bearish pattern. Yes, you can see that on Wanda, this one is a complete mess. But on FOREX.com, we have here a double top formation. Yes, we have a double top formation, and you can see that here we even have the confirmed neckline breakout. Yes, you can see that we formed quite a strong bearish candle, and we violated the neckline to the downside. Moreover, here on FOREX.com, we also formed the inside bar formation. Yes, and you can see that for some time, the price was coiling within the range of the Modest bar. But then the range of the Modest bar was broken. So here we have a lot of bearish signals. Now, you can see that today we are retesting that trend line one more time. And again, on a 4-hour time frame, we see the signs of rejection, traders. So, by the way, I also forgot to show you. I remember it was the channel here. Probably it was on an hourly time frame. Let's check the, yeah, on an hourly time frame, traders. Take a look what I also spotted. On an hourly time frame, after the test of the trend line, you can see that here we formed a very perfect example of the symmetrical triangle. Yes, you can see that we were setting the higher lows and lower highs, and we formed a triangle here. And you can see that the support of the triangle was violated. We closed below the support of the triangle. And to me, that is one more important bearish clue. And that, again, increases the probabilities that the price will drop lower, that we will see a bearish continuation. So, traders, so far my predictions are that from that trend line we're gonna see a bearish movement at least to the closest strong support. And so far, our closest strong support is right here, based on that low. So bearish bias remains. Moreover, by the way, one more thing to note here in the 4-hour time frame is that we have a very significant zone of supply right here, the intraday zone of supply that the price perfectly respected in the past. And I really like how the price reacts to that. I really like this rejections right here. So I guess it is reasonable to be bearish here. There's a Quasimodo pattern on the 4-hour. Yeah, you know, man, there are a lot of Quasimodo patterns here. So my bias is bearish. Let me know, traders, what are your expectations here? Let me know, what do you anticipate from gold and what is your view? Also, what I wanted to add here is that watch carefully how the price reacts to that support, to the support that is based on a current local low. Because a bearish violation of that support, a daily candle close below that, will be a very important local trend following signal. Bearish violation of that support will push the prices higher, and then we will expect a bearish movement to the next strong support, and our next strong support will be here. Yes, that is gonna be the next goal for the sellers. That, yes, so let's see how it goes. If we check the economic calendar, by the way, and check what can be the important catalysts for gold, I guess that the closest news that we can expect are only on Thursday. Yes, the US GDP data probably. So for now, I guess technicals should dominate. For now, at least today, technicals should dominate, and technicals are very bearish, so let's be on the bearish side. Just Boy Life says, I think bull continuation. We will be bullish again. Yes, I will be on the bullish side again only after a violation of that resistance. So far, that resistance right here is a very important resort for the sellers to sell from. We see very strong bearish reactions from that resistance. So I do believe that its bullish violation will be a strong trend following signal. Yes, so while the price is trading below that, I will remain bearish. Yes, and Vasily says I'm selling and my entry is at 2034. That was the nice entry, by the way, very safe one. So I hope that you will close your trade in profit, man. Now, traders, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know which instrument do you want me to analyze next. Alchemist says euro dollar, dollar yen, and pound dollar. Traders, let me know which one, euro dollar, dollar yen, or pound dollar do you want me to check next. Yes, now correction down. Yes. Let's expect the correction down here, traders. So let's check New Zealand dollar pair. I promised Paul to check New Zealand dollar, and on New Zealand dollar pair we have a very tricky situation at the moment. So definitely from the trend analysis perspective, the trend here is bullish. Yes, and we are trading in a bullish trend. But at the same time, we shouldn't deny the fact that the price violated that support. Yes, we had a very important support right here that was broken. However, if we look left, we have one more support right here. This one. Right, this one. So we have a huge zone of demand here in New Zealand dollar. And the price keep violating the supports within that demand zone. So I guess for now it is the moment here in New Zealand dollar to wait for some price action, to wait for some, I will be bullish. I will remain bullish till the price is trading within that area. However, this bearish movement, this new local lower low is the important bearish sign for us all. So for now, I would recommend watching carefully that intraday zone of supply. You can see that for now it is a strong resistance from where sellers are shorting. So my recommendation to you is to let the price violate that resistance. I would suggest waiting for a 4-hour candle close above that resistance, and only then it will confirm that the price returns to a bullish trend and that bullish continuation is coming. So that resistance will be on focus. And those who are bearish, yes, for you should patiently wait for a breakout of that entire support. Only when the price violates that entire demand cluster, only then we can anticipate a bearish movement. So now let's briefly return to EURPound. EURPound locally goes lower. So traders, on EURCHF, we will keep our stop loss intact. So if the price drops to our stop loss, we won't modify that, we won't change it, we will stick to that stop loss. That will be the strict rule right here. Yes, once we are in a trade, once we decided where should be our safe stop loss, we stick to that and we don't modify it, we don't change it. Yes, that is a very strict rule to follow. Of a deal as to analyze Bitcoin, we have already analyzed Bitcoin, so please check the recording. I guess it was analyzed around 20 minutes ago. Now, let's check Aussie Yen quickly. Aussie Yen, I entered the sell trade on Aussie Yen, says Uzair. Let's check Aussie Yen. Because it is still, man, it is still very bullish, I would say. And you can see that we still keep setting new higher highs and higher lows right here. So from the trend analysis perspective, it is a very bullish pair. And then we have this rising trend line right here. Yes, we have this rising trend line right here, and we have zone of demand right here as well. So, for now, I would stick to the trend following strategy here, and I would be on the side of the trend. And for now, what I would recommend, looking for buying from either the trend line or that horizontal support. Yeah, I guess Uzair probably shorted because of the night Japanese fundamentals. But from the technical perspective, still, it is the bullish trend. So shorting, you will go against the trend. That is quite risky, man. So I would stick to the trend following strategy here for now. Now, Nasdaq index. Nasdaq index question from Luca. Let's open Nasdaq index. And this one, guys, this one is unstoppable. Yes, and the growth continues right here. As you remember, at the end of the year, we violated the historical high. Here was our historical high, and that was violated. We set a new higher close. We set the new all-time high. And then we saw some pullback. We retraced, we tested that horizontal support, and after the retest, the growth continued, and we violated that high and set a new one. So now the question is, where is the next resistance? From which level we're gonna see the next pullback? And here there are a lot of different strategies to identify such a resistance. One efficient strategy is to apply harmonics. You can see that here we have a strong bullish impulse, and after that bullish impulse we saw a correctional movement. So here we can spot the harmonic ABCD pattern, and you can see that currently the price is testing the completion point of the pattern. So probably that will be the point from where we're gonna see some pullback. So, and by the way, it is very important to remember here that when the market is so bullish, when it is trading in such a strong bullish trend, shorting that is very risky. So instead of shorting, it is better to look for pullback and buy after pullback. It is better to be on the side of the trend and to look for buying the market. So your task is to simply identify from where the correction may start and to where. Yes, and your first point to look for buying will be that broken structure. That is your first zone of demand to watch. Then you also have a strong support right here, and you have a very strong support right here. You have three very important supports, and my recommendation to you is to wait for a pullback, wait for a correctional movement, and look for buying from one of these structures. And preferably, once one of the structures is reached, you should wait strictly for confirmation first before you open a trading position. Now, multiple stream says, why do the price chart look different on different broker platforms? Trading your chart pattern seems to be different from broker's chart pattern. It is a very good question. I don't know why exactly it happens, why different brokers have different charts occasionally. So I guess when the brokerage firm starts its business, it buys the data, the quotes from someone. Yes, from some. I guess there are different sources of the quotes that brokers buy, and probably these sources are different. And for that reason, occasionally among different brokers, we see the different charts, we see different candles, we see some differences. Probably that is the reason. Yeah, just Boy Life says, Dear Vasily, if you remember last live, I told about dollar yen will grow, and they said you can see now it's up. Yeah, man, nice. Indeed, dollar yen had a very nice growth since the beginning of the year. Yes, as this year started, dollar yen started to grow as crazy, and we violated a lot of structural resistances here. What happened recently with the pair, we reached that key structure and the price started to coil on that structure, and it looks like finally from that structure we're gonna see a correction. You can see that on the 4-hour we already formed the head and shoulders pattern. You can see that we formed left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and currently we are breaking the neckline of the pattern. So I think that from that broken neckline, the price may drop at least to 146.4 level. So I would suggest waiting for some correctional movement right here. Most likely it's coming. Yes, so let this 4-hour candle close below that neckline. It will be your very strong bearish confirmation. Then traders, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what else to analyze for you. And Vasily says, I'm holding until 2022 near the support. Is it advisable? 2022. Yeah. So if you close around 2022 is a very nice intraday support. It is a very strong structure to consider. So from the day trading perspective, that support can be a nice goal for closing your trade. However, because we are so bearish biased, my advice to you will be to not close full trading position. Close half and move your stop loss to break even and let the price drop lower. That would be my trading recommendation. US30 index looks very bullish. Yes, and I have recently shared this analysis on TradingView. Yes, we have a very nice bullish impulse right here, consolidation within the range, and a confirmed violation of the resistance of the range. With the high momentum bullish candle, the price violated the resistance of the range. So I do believe that US 30 index will most likely keep growing. And I do believe that the market will go at least to 38,400 level. That would be the closest structure. So yeah, bias is very bullish here. Then Aussie dollar, what confirmation do I look for to enter sell, says RM. Let's check it, man. Let's discuss it. So you're looking for shorting Aussie dollar, right? And first, when you're looking for shorting or buying, execute the structure analysis. Identify the closest key levels. Here's your closest support. Here's your closest resistance. Yes, these are the most important closest structures. Then if we analyze 4-hour, what can we see on the 4-hour? What can be your closest intraday support? Your closest intraday support, this one. Your closest intraday resistance, this one. So two options here actually. The first option is to wait for a breakout of that support on the 4-hour. 4-hour candle close below that will be your bearish signal that will push the prices to that daily support. Or there's one more option. You can see that we are currently stuck within that range. Yes, you can see that we are currently trading within that range, and we recently reached the resistance of the range. So the second option to short Aussie dollar could be to monitor the reaction of the price to the resistance of the range. And let's check. We had something important here. Yeah. So from the smart money trader perspective, here we got a very nice example of a bullish trap. So you can see that we set a new higher high. It looked like a bullish breakout. It looked like the inducement, but then the price suddenly dropped and we violated this local support and we close below that. Yes, that could be your strong bearish signal, and yes, and that may push the price all the way down to that 4-hour support. Yes, so there are two options. The riskier one, with the multiple time frame analysis, or with the analysis of the minutes time frame, or safer one with a breakout of that 4-hour support. Yes, so two options for you to follow. Uzair says, I learned trading from you. Nowadays I follow you, but to a great extent I analyzed my trades myself. Our key levels and trade entries are 90% similar. Nice, man. I'm happy to hear that, and I'm happy that you are making the improvements. Traders, so as I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, I have some thoughts about dollar CAD, oil, Euro yen, pound yen, Euro New Zealand, Euro Aussie, and dollar CAD. So if you have any questions concerning these pairs, we can check. Lashan says, do we expect Euro pound to be bullish or still in a bearish decline? I brought at 85.781. However, went bearish. So let's return to this one. Yes. So you said that you spotted the ABCD there. Not sure where. I guess there is the ABCD. This one. Yes. Or probably. Yeah. I guess you are talking about this one. This could be a very nice entry, I would say. Yeah, and it matches perfectly with that horizontal support. So again, just know in advance where you become wrong in your predictions. Know in advance where your analysis becomes invalid. Know in advance what is the point where you become wrong in your predictions. And here we are buying from that intraday support. So we will simply become wrong in our predictions once that support is broken. Yes, and always analyze the charts following such a logic. Yes, find the point where you become wrong and close your trade in a loss strictly once that point is reached. Yes, that That is a very important condition to follow. It was a question about swing trading. And for swing traders, I have one setup to watch. It is on a dollar CAD pair. Let's analyze this on a daily time frame, and let me try to explain to you how swing trader can short dollar CAD pair. What we see on dollar CAD is that the pair is trading in a bearish trend. Yes, you can see that over time we keep setting lower highs and lower lows. We are bearish, and once the price reached that low on the daily, we started a correctional movement. Yes, the pair started a correctional movement. Then we can spot that if we analyze the higher lows and higher highs, we have the trend line here. And we also have a horizontal structure here that the price reached. So actually, we got some local supply cluster right here that is based on the trend line and that horizontal structure. You can see that we had a very nice bearish reaction to that, and we saw a very nice retracement. Now, if we analyze this recent price action and zoom in the chart, we can also spot that currently dollar CAD pair is trading within this rising channel. Yes, we have a very nice rising channel right here. So for a swing trader, a very strong bearish continuation will be a breakout of that support. Yes, if the price violates that vertical support, it can be a very strong bearish signal. So you should monitor the price action within that channel and wait for a breakout of its support. If a daily candle closes below that, it will be a very nice signal for you to open short position. Yes, opening a short position, then set your stop loss at least above that daily trend line. Yes, at least above that full-length trend line on the daily. And expect a trend following movement all the way down to the current low. Yes, it can be a very nice swing trading opportunity for you to follow. Paul says, Vasily, what do you mean by break-even? By break-even, I mean that imagine, Paul, that you took a long position on some instrument. You bought the market from here, yes, then the price started to coil, and at some moment you see some strong bullish movement. So what do I mean by break-even is that at some moment you can take your stop loss and move it to entry. Yes, and when you move your stop loss to entry, you make your position risk-free. And if the price then drops to your entry level, you will close the trade on your entry level. You will make $0, and it will mean that you close your trade on break-even. Yes, I hope it is clear. Now, question from CFO about WTI crude oil. Let's open WTI crude oil and let's check it. So here's my latest structure analysis for WTI crude oil. These are the important key structures to watch, and you can see that at the moment the price is testing the horizontal resistance. We are testing that key horizontal structure resistance. You can see that for the last 3 weeks, we are ranging and we are perfectly trading between these two structures, between that resistance and that support. So probabilities will be high that from that resistance we're going to see a bearish movement, that from that resistance we're going to see a bearish reaction. Your task there will be to patiently monitor the reaction of the price to that resistance and to look for a confirmation. What can be your confirmation? On a 4-hour time frame, you can see that the price is currently forming a double top formation. I would even say that the pattern here is already completed. Here is your first top, and here is your second top. So your bearish confirmation right here will be a bearish breakout of the neckline of the pattern. If a 4-hour candle closes below the neckline, we can anticipate a bearish movement at least to the closest 4-hour structure support, to that support. And stop loss will lie above the highs of the pattern. By the way, I would even say, traders, that our support is right here, that it is lower. So that is going to be your trading plan for WTI crude oil. Let the price violate the decline of the pattern, let the 4-hour candle close below that, then set your sell limit order on a retest of a broken neckline, set your stop loss above the highs, and anticipate a bearish movement at least to that support, right? It will be your very strong bearish confirmation. And for those who are looking for buying WTI crude oil, please consider a bullish breakout of that resistance. If a daily candle closes above that resistance, you can anticipate a bullish movement to that second resistance. Yes, so they are. So if we see some bullish news and the price bounces, bullish violation of that resistance can give you a very nice signal to buy the market. And question from Paul about Aussie Swiss. Aussie Swiss pair. Let's open this one on the daily and check it. With Aussie Swiss, you can see, Paul, that we are still testing that resistance. Yes, you can see that for quite a long period of time, Aussie Swiss pair was trading within that wide horizontal range. You can see that we were consolidating within that range, and then the support of the range was broken. We retested the support of the range and we saw a lot of rejections from that. And now we are testing that again. So I still believe